everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at episode 12 of Welcome to the Ballroom. Now, it's the second cour, everyone, so obviously this is the next 12 episodes. We have a kind of new setup. We have a new opening, which is done by the same group who did the first season's opening, or the first part's opening. It's not as good as the first opening, this new opening for the second cour. I do have some, mixed feelings about it at times, because the opening part of it is really good, and the middle part of the song is really good, but the rest of it's it's okay in comparison to the first one. I think the first one all the way through was a solid song, but it's not bad. I think I think it will grow on me too as I keep listening to it, because I will give it another shot. I always try to do that with openings that change and I'm not a huge fan of at first, because there have been several examples of songs that I've disliked or haven't liked as much. Like, for example, Recreator's second cour. I didn't really care for that song originally, and then I started listening to it. It became one of my favorite openings of this season. So sometimes that happens. You listen to it on a day that you're not really into the song, and then the next day you love it. Happens. But this week's episode was pretty good. I don't think it was outstanding for a second cour start, but it wasn't bad. We get our new girl introduction, which I forgot her name. I do apologize. She's got the red hair, obviously. She is what looks like a kind of hypocrite, because we see in the beginning, obviously, saying that's lame that he likes because Tatara actually is introducing himself to the new class that he's in now, and he says that he likes ballroom dancing. That's his hobby, and she's like, oh, how lame. But then we see her at the end, obviously, and she was watching the whole dance too. So it's between Sengoku and the rest of the competition. We also get a new girl introduction from that his partner, I think her name was Mizuru or something like that, or something like that. I forgot exactly what it was, but she actually seemed like a funny character. I like her. But then we also meet Gaju again. Gaju apparently goes to Tatara's new school and helps him out by defeating a bunch of bullies that right away try to pick on Tatara. And for some reason, these two are now closer friends than they've been this whole show, which I now understand what people have been telling me. People have been saying Gaju gets a lot better in the manga at a certain point, and I asked them not to spoil it, so they didn't tell me exactly when, but now I understand it probably is now that he's less of an annoying character, and I actually have to agree with that. I don't hate him as much. I really don't. I still don't like him, but I definitely don't have the same hatred I had for him in the first cour. What's very funny, though, is how they go to this great length of kind of having it where they're setting up their new friendship together. Creepiest moment, though, of the whole season, I think, or whole series in general, was the fact that he literally said the following line to Tatara. He goes, "You're the reason my sister is wearing a bra now." What? Excuse me? That's just weird. And then he's like, you made her boobs grow because she was dancing with you. I'm like, what? I don't think that's how that works. Is that? I mean, okay, the girls out there tell me so dancing with girls makes their boobs grow? I don't think that works that way. But it was funny to see. I thought that was a hilarious line. This whole episode, though, was actually pretty funny, and it had several things. Obviously, with the whole new dance routine that Sengoku, I think, is trying to teach Tatara by him watching it, obviously. But that was cool how they showed it, where you could see his posture and stuff like that. Because at one point when he's dancing a certain movement, Tatara is just blown away by this new routine he's doing, that he's almost overwhelmed by it, and he notices how he moves his body and contorts his back and all this, and he's looking at him almost in a nude manner. It's not creepy, it's just more so he's examining his body in terms of how his back and his form are, and I thought that was really cool. I actually liked how they did that, because it wasn't a legit nudity. It was more so he was scanning him. But it wasn't I don't know if it wasn't that anything else in this episode really stood out to me. I don't think it was a great episode. I think it was a good episode. It did a good thing for setting up our second cour, so I'm very curious what we're going to see from further episodes now. Anyways, guys and girls, what did you think about this week's episode? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. I will talk to you guys later. I'm not going to be having any more reviews today. I was trying to get cour cycle. I think I have episode 7 I have to review. That's probably be out tomorrow. I don't feel like watching a 40-minute long episode, to be honest with you, so I'll watch that tomorrow and hopefully get back to you then. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great blessed day, everyone. God bless you all. Bye bye.